Hi, welcome once again to Star Seed Rising 333. I'm glad you've tuned back into this channel, and if it's your first time, welcome. This is going to be a past life healing reading, and it's going to be a general reading. All right. So whatever messages that come up, please take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you do enjoy this reading, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. Okay, and I'm going to be filming this on Monday, the 28th of April, 2025. I hope everyone is enjoying their weekend. All right. Okay, this is today is a Monday, but again, it just depends on where you are in the world. All right. So I hope you're enjoying your morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Okay, and thank you for taking the time out to watch this reading. All right, you don't need to be on a spiritual path or religious path to watch this reading. Is for anyone. Okay, and as I said before, this is a past life healing reading, and this reading is to just help clear any past life unwanted energies, okay, that may be influencing or causing some form of blockage in our life today. Okay, the past life energy, okay, maybe something that either that we keep bringing up, okay, and it's making us do things, okay, that could be detrimental to ourselves, to others. It can be also blocking our blessings. Okay, now some of these energies, okay, may not necessarily belong to us. It could be something that was passed down through family DNA or through ancestral lineage, okay, but it could also occur or keep occurring because we keep helping people, okay, out of their problems or problems which they themselves keep creating, okay, and by doing this, all right, work, okay, will help us to create our own path, okay, and bring more joy, abundance, blessings into our life, okay, and we can sort of have a more positive outlook about of how we want to bring our future into existence. All right. So yes. Please don't forget to check the description box. Okay, if you are interested in reading for yourself as well as for others. Okay, and also I will be highlighting a few crystals. Okay, if you are interested in working with crystals, if you want to know about how powerful they could be, all right, I'll recommend two books, okay, which you can read or get in or so please check the description box. All right, after this reading, before I use any decks, I just want to take a prayer out of this book. It's called Angel Prayers by Carl Gray. And if you do enjoy this reading, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. So I'm just going to be calling in Archangel Zadkiel, all right, to help us, as we do our past life energy healing. Okay, Archangel Zadkiel, angel of justice and righteousness, keeper of the violet flame. Thank you for bringing your energy to me now. I surrender, release, and transmute all old karma, contracts, and setbacks with love. I am the violet flame. The spirit of mercy fills my very core as I find it within myself to forgive and release the past and to focus on compassion. I am an expression of divine love. Thank you for supporting me, and so it is. All right, and as Archangel Zadkiel, okay, he works with Archangel Michael, okay, that can help us overcome fears or phobias. Zadkiel, Michael, and Azrael are a powerful combination for transmuting and removing fear from a space or home. Zadkiel works with Michael and Raguel to bring about justice. Archangel Zadkiel's twin flame and the archer of the violet flame is holy amethyst, and together they work to transmute and transform the fear of the world to love. All right, so if you're interested in working with archangels, if you want to know about their role, how you can use their energy to help you in everyday life, I would suggest you get this book. But there are other books on the market, but I find that this book is a very good book. Okay, and it also includes other spiritual beings that you can use to help you as you go along your journey. Okay, as always, I like using positive vibe deck. All right, so I'm going to be using this one. It's called Spirit Junkie. Okay, and I'm going to be just selecting one card from this deck, and let's see what card our spiritual team would like us to select. Okay, they wanted me to select this card. All right. Okay, it says here, I honor my self-worth by asking for what I want. Okay, I honor my self-worth by asking for what I want. All right, so basically it's not lowering our standards. All right, um also to know our worth. Okay, we are all divine, we are all loved, we are worthy of love. It is within our right to be loved. All right, because the creator created us in love. All right, and that's how the essence that we should be operating in. All right, so if you are dealing with an individual or individuals that want you to sort of lower your standards, to please them, then you may need to just speak up. All right, and say no. All right, I'm not prepared to lower my standards, or in what I believe in, or compromise in any way, in any shape or form. All right. Okay. So that's the vibe for today. Okay, for the week. All right. So let's see what secret symbol, okay, our spiritual team would like us to work with. We can meditate on this symbol, okay, as well. So let's see. Divinity. Okay, they wanted me to select this. Okay, it says divinity. All right. So I'm just going to read what this symbol. I have to stand and do that. Okay, so the number 20. Okay, so I'm just going to read what this is, okay? It says here, you are divine, and this message comes with a warning and a blessing. Drawing this card invites you to proceed with love over fear. No matter what your situation or relation, proceed only from a place of unconditional love, reverence, and understanding. Life is filled with choices. Make sure they are ones that respect all involved, including yourself. Meditate on the symbol when you want to connect with the unsealed elemental beings for support. Okay, so this is again is very much linked to what came out. The vibe for the day, all right, is to remember who you are, um but at the same time, um make sure that you make the right choices. If you don't, um you can always call on your spiritual team, the ancestors, the higher power, the divine, to help you. All right, but everything you do as well, make sure it is done in unconditional with unconditional love. All right, and you can meditate on this symbol and just remember that the divine is in all of us. Okay, he is in all of us. Okay, we are created in his image and his in his likeness. All right. I can just read a bit more quickly on this symbol. It's called a heptagram. Okay, the seven pointed fairy star, okay, or heptagram, is used as a symbol in modern magic. It has several names, including a fairy star and elven star, used to represent the world of fairies. It is believed this star is as important as the number seven is in various spiritual traditions of the world. It can also provide a bridge or portal to the Fae and the elemental kingdom of magic. It is not to be used recklessly or carelessly, okay? Because, if you are doing any form of spell work, okay, especially if you have spiritual gifts, okay, it's all about understanding the universal and spiritual laws, okay, as well. All right. And if you respect that, you should be okay, okay. All right. So okay, so to start off the past life energy healing work, what I'm going to do is select three cards from this deck and see what past life energies that we may need to um heal, okay, or look into. All right, now take the energy as it resonates. All right, I'm going to be using the booklet as well to help us understand the messages that come out on these cards. All right, Holy Spirits, Holy Angels. Okay, so the first one that came out, it says Explorer, Traveler, Wanderer. Okay, so maybe some of us might be, I don't know, afraid to step out of our comfort zone. So I don't know, but I'll use the booklet, okay, to clarify. Let's see what's it. Angels. What areas? Ooh. Okay, we've got the second one. Okay, it says addictions, reactive behaviors, reclaiming your power. Okay, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, Ancestors. Okay, and then we've got Archangel Metatron, Ancient Wisdom and Understanding. Okay, so let's. Okay, so for the second one, okay, maybe some of us might have addictions, some things that we're not even aware of. And then we have Archangel Metatron. Um, Maybe some of us do have, maybe, we could, some of us, okay, might have spiritual gifts and We may need to use or call on him to help us to um to gain ancient wisdom and understanding. All right. Okay, so I'm just going to yeah, at the top of the deck, okay, we've got Archangel Gabriel, all right, and at the bottom, which says communication of all kinds. So we can always call on Archangel Gabriel to help us to express ourselves, okay, if we sort of find it difficult to do so. Okay, and then at the bottom we've got finding love, spouse, lover, okay. So okay, I'm just going to read on the first card, okay, where it says explorer, traveler, wanderer. Okay, it goes on to say when people have enjoyed travel in past lives, okay, because um if it's your first time, all right, that you are tuning into this reading, I just want to just let you know that we are all spiritual beings having a human experience, and we all had past lives, all right, and we were then incarnated into this life time, and we all have a mission, a double mission. So part of that mission, okay, is to step into our or find our real life purpose, and as well as healing ourselves, okay, because when we heal ourselves we also heal our lineage as well, and breaking away all these past life energies that doesn't serve a higher purpose. So in other words, if you are somebody that knows about a bit of astrology, okay, this is very much linked to karmic astrology. So it's almost like stepping out of the south node, all right, and into your north node. So south node is all about all past life energies, things that no longer serve a higher purpose, and then stepping into the north node, which is all based on love, all right, loving ourselves, loving the higher power, loving each other. So it's the north node is based on love, all right, but it begins with ourselves, all right. So I'm just going to continue here. So it says here, when people have enjoyed travel in past lives, they're likely to come back to engage in it now. Whether you pursue a career in travel, such as a tour guide, pilot, or mariner, or if you just enjoy taking pleasure trips, this present priority reflects clear past life choices to be out in the world. However, if you find yourself forced to travel more than you'd like, there's a strong indication that your past life travel was equally unwanted. Perhaps you were enlisted into an Asian army or shied onto a boat and sent out to sea for years at a time. Your resistance to travel now could be a palpable, even fearful response. In fact, your desire to stay home may be compensation, causing you to be totally housebound for some physical or emotional reason in extreme cases, or just causing you to be a homebody in milder ones. If so, you you'll want to affirm your comfort with traveling, then take an occasional trip to break any karmic block you may be bringing forward. So this is very interesting. Yeah, so maybe, some of you might avoid travel, or they, don't like traveling for some reason. Okay. There are other messages in this card. If you've moved a lot in this life, you may have been a nomad in the past. If you continue to be drawn to the same places or climates in your present travels, you likely lived or traveled in the same or similar locations. All right. Now it goes on to say here, to help to move away from this energy, Okay, it says, whatever shape your past life wanderings may have taken, this is a card of adventure, encouraging you to be open to investigating new directions, both literally and figuratively. Get out and explore, find places and experiences near and far that feed your soul. Okay, so maybe some of us need to go out a bit more. All right, maybe do a bit of traveling. It doesn't have to be a far distance. Okay, it could be something local. Okay, and then it goes on to say here the affirmation that can help you do this, which you could say and believe it and have faith. It says, I open my heart and my life to all the wonderful experiences and places the world has to offer. All right. Um, so, in other words, it's like moving away from our comfort zone. All right. So, let me just read on this one where it talks about addictions. Okay, it goes on to say reactive behaviors reclaiming your power. If you've ever had a resistible habit that seems impossible to give up, it's likely to be sourced in a past life. Many addictions are repetitions from previous lifetimes. If you've enjoyed certain activities like drinking or gambling in the past, you might come back several times, increasing that emotional attachment each time. Unfortunately, as with all addictions, the substance or activity eventually becomes deep, deeply encoded and toxic to the user. There are two common addictions, however, that often go back to the karmic cause of compensation. Okay, so both food, all right, as well as like for example, and other forms of addictions. Okay, can originate in not having enough in the past life and coming back with a profound longing in this one. Okay, drought, poverty, starvation, or anything that can cause a chronic lack of food could lead to food addictions and weight problems in this life. Lovelessness and celibacy, whether chosen or enforced, can also lead to a relationship with addictions. Yet, no matter how persistent your unhealthy habits may be, this card is telling you that now is the time to address them more aggressively. If you don't, you can count on coming back to face them again. So, muster up the courage and strength to release the unconscious reactive behaviors that have been holding you back. It may take some effort, by your decision to make your health and self honoring a priority will guide you and give you strength. Remember that the universe will always respond lovingly to your own self care. All right, so that can also include, because I didn't really want, because with these readings, we are sometimes you have to be careful with the wordings, okay? But it could also be as well if you're somebody that find it to stop this habit of like sleeping around with different people. Okay, so this could also be a form of an addiction. Okay, now to help you with this, it says self mastery. All right, whenever um whatever form they may take, is one of the top two soul intentions for coming back. It's time to become fully aware of all your choices and to make some more honoring decisions. Addictions can be difficult to deal with, so investigate your options for professional help or group support. Okay, so maybe, depending on what your addiction is, you may need to seek help, outside help, okay, or get some form of therapy. Okay, and then For the affirmation, okay, if this resonates, or maybe you could help somebody who may have some form of addiction, okay, um, you could say to this person, or you could say, okay, you could say, I'm reclaiming my power over whatever addiction you may have. I am strong and capable of making healthy choices that truly honor me. All right, so this is something you could say if you have a form of addiction, or if you know somebody who has a form of addiction, you could ask them to say this to have more control over their mind and body. All right, and if need be, they can get the like additional support. It could be spiritual. I would advise that spiritual, as well as getting any form of um a group support or professional help. All right, so I'm going to be reading on the third message where it says Archangel Metatron, and it goes on to say ancient wisdom and understanding. Considered one of the oldest angels, Metatron's appearance in your spread indicates past lives in ancient, even primordial societies such as Egypt or the biblical times of the Old Testament. um okay, which you can find in the Holy Bible, okay, if you're not familiar with these spiritual texts. All right, you may even catch a glimpse of these antiquated memories in your dreams, so pay close attention to any information that may come in that form. You can tap the inner wisdom from that long forgotten part of yourself with Metatron's insight and clarity. Reignite a close connection with him and receive all the inspiration, peace, and direction you may need in this modern incarnation. There may be a situation in your life right now where the resolution seems unclear to you. Ask Metatron to bring deeper understanding and even specific answers. And if you need to make some shifts in your personal plans or even in your patterns of thinking, he can help you achieve greater clarity that leads to inner peace and outer resolution. Metatron has guided you through ancient times, but he comes now to bring a message about new beginnings. It may be an unexpected opportunity, or it may be something you've been hoping for. Pay attention to potential opportunities and be conscious of any planning that may be required. You may be surprised at the wonderful new directions your life can take. Okay, so that's for some of you. Okay, if you may be confused about the situation, or you might be having vivid dreams, okay, of the past. You can call on Metatron, work with his energy. You can also use him to help clear your energy and help you with your interview in you want to heal, balance, cleanse your chakras and auras. You can call on Metatron. Metatron brings messages of new beginnings in thought, emotion, perceptions, and personal vision. He can bring great shifts in your current life energy and in your future manifestations. You may have plans but little direction. You may have hopes that are blocked by doubts and hesitation. Call on Metatron to help you release old patterns of limitation and to light the way to new approaches. So again, you can call on Metatron to help you, okay, as you heal or try and get like the help, the important help that you need to help you if um you have any form of addiction. And you can also call on Archangel Michael, okay, to help you to cut the cords of anything that does no longer serve your higher purpose. Okay, and the affirmation for this card, you could say Metatron. Okay, Metatron links with my internal spirit to clarify my present intentions and bring miraculous future results. Okay, so Metatron links with my internal spirit to clarify my present intentions and bring miraculous future results. Okay, Okay, so let's see what I'm going to be using this goddesses and gods and guardians to see what messages is coming out for us. Okay, what they would like to tell us. Okay, it could be to do with whatever messages that come out, or just general advice. Okay, so the goddess I wanted to come out, she could be an ancestor, but let's see, because we got the antler, the deer with the antler, and this does represent um the ancestors, or it could be that the ancestors is sending in this either goddess, god, or guardian. Okay, so we've got Artemis, and it says brave spirit. So okay, so let's see. So I'm just going to see what message Artemis has for us. Okay, it says here, set out on your own path. The wilderness is calling. Okay, so the message here says, you may be feeling filled with self doubt, but Artemis is here to fire up your courage. Be daring and step into uncharted territory. Okay, so this is very much connected, all right, to the explorer message here, to so that we can move out of our comfort zone. All right, it says watch the fears just melt away as you embrace your inner warrior, developing self sufficiency in a positive step for you now. Do you ever spend time alone to nourish your inner life? Artemis invites you to view solitude as essential spiritual practice, especially if you rarely have an interval between intimate relationships or are always surrounded by people. The wilderness is a term that describes both the uncultivated natural world and a state of inner oneness that has always existed within you. The wilderness within can often be discovered through communion with external wilderness. Whether it's a spiritual retreat in the forest or just an hour away from regular life in a local park, meditate and ask yourself, what might my brave spirit want me to know? Let the answer arrive like one of Artemis's arrows. Let this arrow pierce and dissolve all your fears of independence, adventure, and new territories. Okay, so the additional meanings, okay, for this card, okay, it says be proactive in women's rights and or initiatives that protect women from harm and injustice. Also, take a vision quest or nature retreat. So maybe that means going out in nature or Mother Nature. Engage in outdoor pursuits such as hiking, horse riding, or wild swimming. Okay, if you can, all right. And also, being more independent will benefit you now. All right. And the invocation for this message You could say it and believe it. You could say, my spirit is free. I am my own authority. Okay. Um, Again, I'll just repeat the invocation. You could say, my spirit is free. I am my own authority. All right. So that's probably going to help us to maybe step into our power or to regain our personal power. All right. So um let's see what advice or message the angels would like to give to us. Holy Spirit, Holy angels. Okay, so we've got expect miracles. Okay, so the first one is expect miracles. Okay. And then we've got opportunity and change. Okay. Okay, so let me just read the first card where it says expect miracles. Okay. Okay, it goes on to say here, miracles occur naturally. They are always ready to unfold. Your angels are encouraging you to prepare yourself for them now. A miracle doesn't have to be an extravagant change in circumstances. It can be a simple shift of energy that creates a wave of love in your life. If you need something positive to happen or you are praying hard for something, this card brings you the message that something exciting and healing is about to unfold. In order to help this along, you are being guided by your angels to recognize and honor your own worth. Realize that you are absolutely worthy of miracles and they will unfold in your life. Your entire life has been brought together by miracles. They are happening all the time, and the miracle that you need isn't a difficult one because in the hands of the divine, anything is possible. All right. Um Okay, they want me to read this, the extended message. So I'll read this. It says, place yourself in a golden light. Remember, the light of God is within you, right there in the heart of your being, your soul. Good things can happen for you, but in order to manifest something wonderful in your life, you have to believe that it is possible. So it's all to do with faith. You could be seeing the miracle you need as impossible or even as too big for you to achieve. Ultimately, this is exactly what is blocking it from happening. So change it now. Your angel guide is inviting you to open your mind and heart and see what you need being delivered to you. Feel that it is already in your life. Feel grateful for all your blessings, and you will allow the miracles you deserve to unfold. All right. So, if you are, trying to overcome maybe an addiction, you can, always call on the angels, the divine, to help you, to give you that strength. All right, to help you to overcome this, so you can experience more blessings, more positive things to come into your life. um okay, and even more, and you'll be able to then there'll be room, okay, when you overcome this, okay, this will lead to more opportunities, okay, but it will require change, okay. It will require change. So this second message is very much connected to the first one. So I'm just going to read on the second message, okay, from the angels. It says opportunity and change. Okay, it goes on to say, as one door closes, another one opens. This is a time for change. Your angels are drawing close to support you in making the changes that you need to make to attract opportunities and abundance. You may have experienced resistance recently or felt stuck, but the new beginnings you are seeking is unfolding now. If you're hesitating over a decision or wondering what to do about a particular project, your angels are encouraging you to go with the new. Change might bring a sense of vulnerability or present you with the unknown, but it will allow you to make a deeper connection to your feelings and gifts and what's important to you. Your guardian angel is waiting to guide you through the doorway of opportunity that is being offered to you now. Okay, and the extended message, all right, is you are in a time of change and opportunity, whether this involves a new role, career, opportunity, relationship, child, or project. Know that it is blessed by God and angels. This is an exciting time, and if you have apprehensions, know that this card is reassuring you that you are being supported by the divine. If you ask angels to lead the way, you will be guided by signs, intuition, okay, which is our gut feeling and instinct. Move forward fearlessly as this is a blessed time for you. Okay, and our angels, okay, our spirit team, the ancestors, all right, our past loved ones, okay, and other spiritual beings. The spirit could be in animals, because if you notice on this card, you could see that you could see the birds in the background. But if you notice that she's also standing in nature, so there is that thing, okay, about us going connecting to nature, because if you notice there's a lot of green here, all right, and even in this card as well, you could see this woman out in nature as well, all right. Okay, so let's see what message spirits have for us. All right, they wanted me to select this card. Okay, so I'm using another deck. Okay, it's called the Spirit Messages. They wanted me to select this one. It says here, support. Um, People come into your life for many different reasons. Some you learn from and then they move on, while others return often because you need to learn more from those individuals. Others remain beside you throughout your entire life. Okay. They wanted me to pick this card, alright? So it could be for someone out there who may be watching this reading. Okay, let's see. Spiritual illness, what message do you have for synchronicity? Okay, we've got synchronicity. It says, are you noticing the signs of synchronicity that the spirit world has been sending to you at this time? People and situations in your life are not just appearing by coincidence. In reality, they're being guided to you from the spirit world to help you for specific reason. Okay, so that's for some of you. All right. Should I take one more? see. Okay, and we've got gratitude. We say life. Okay, we've got gratitude here. We say it's got sorry. We've got here life is one big continuous circle of giving and receiving energy. Be thankful for who and what's in your life instead of complaining about what you don't have. If you focus on gratitude, you'll start to attract prosperity and abundance. Okay? Because the more gratitude you give, the more blessings you will receive. Okay? So, whatever messages are coming, please take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? Okay, okay, before I use the next deck, I just want to if you are interested in working with crystals, I'll just show you a few you can use, all right? To help you if you're interested in working with crystals, okay, to do any form of past life healing work, all right? So, um the first one I'd like to recommend, okay, when it comes to any type of healing, all right, or just to have around your home, is rose quartz. Okay, it's known as a stone for unconditional love. Okay, because the journey should be about love. We should be operating in the essence of love. All right. All right. Now for past life healing, but what I'll do, I'm going to put the names of some other crystals you can use, but I just want to just show you just briefly, okay, which ones that can be quite helpful. Okay, so for past life healing, this is a very good one. This is called damperite. I know it's a bit small, okay. But the crystals, they come in different shapes, forms. All right. This is a very good crystal to clear out any karmic past life energies. All right. So we've got a hair damberite. Um, for any form of past life retrieval work, especially if you were in a situation, or it could be something that's going on now, and you feel somehow your soul, okay, has been lost in a situation. All right, this is a good crystal. This is called tangerine quartz. Okay, so you can use or this crystal, or work with this crystal, I should say. For past life, inner child, inner soul. Okay, this is a good one. This is called rhodonite, and you can use this together with the rose quartz, okay, crystal. Okay, for past life shadow work, this is a very good crystal. Okay, it's called rutilated quartz. Okay, especially if you do not have a positive mindset, and it can help you to this energy can help you to let go of the past, okay, or anything that doesn't serve your higher purpose. All right. um okay, to help clear away past life, family, or what we have in probably what has been passed down, okay, through family DNA or ancestral lineage, okay, things that no longer serve our purpose. You can use this stone, okay, work with this stone. Is called bloodstone. Okay, the name itself just says it all right. um if you want to do any form of past life regression work, okay, where you may have some things that may be blocking you and you're not aware of, and you want to go back in time to pinpoint, or if you're interested in doing like past life work, all right, then you can use this is called Shatukite. kite. Okay, if you're having difficulty to access um any information from the past, all right, this one can be used for past life regression work. All right. So if you want to go back, and if you have a particular habit or addiction and you want to know exactly where it might come from, this is a very good. That's why we call this one this reading or work is called past life regression work. Okay. And you can work with blue obsidian, um okay, to help you cut ties, cords, hair. All right, you can use sunstone is a very good crystal. All right, um all right, to bring some form of closure to the past. Okay, if you to help you as well to bring closure. Aquamarine. Okay, and to help you with any form of past life recall. Okay, you can use garnet. Okay, garnet. All right, so these are, but please check the description box. Okay, because I'll put the name of some other crystals that you can use if you're interested in doing any form of past life healing. Okay, or past life work. All right, so let's see what spirit animals. Okay, our spiritual team. Okay, what animals, okay, they would like us, or the energy of these spirit animals our spiritual team would like us to work with. All right, so let's see. So the spiritual angels, what spirit animals would you like the collective? Okay, so the first one is the spirit of the whale. Okay, and it's about communication. It says, you are encouraged to communicate clearly from your heart, bridge any gaps that are keeping you from connecting deeper with your loved ones. It is important to speak your truth with emotion, vulnerability, and power. Okay. Okay, so they also want us, or some of us, to work with the spirit of the horse. Okay, and the horse is also the freedom. It says you must break out of any limitations that are holding you back, whether they are self-imposed or put on you by other people or society. Break free and run faster towards your dreams. All right. Also the spirit of the cougar, which talks about leadership. It says, you have come into your own power. Now is the time to take the lead of a situation and be strong, using the power of intentions. Be clear with your purpose and define where you are heading. All right. All right. We also have here the swan, which talks about love. You have found your soulmate, or they are just around the corner. Remember that when two souls are destined to be together, they always find their way back to each other. All those things you've had to go through were worth it. Okay, so some of you might be coming into union with your divine partner. Let me see, one, two, three. Four. Okay, I'll take these two because these two are about transition. So you might be going through making those changes, okay, as um you know the angels has suggested, and you might be going through this transitional stage. So we've got the bats where it talks about transition. It says you must pay attention to the signs around you. The transition may seem frightening at first, but you must let go of all habits and patterns that no longer serve your higher calling. They would only hinder your growth. Okay, so that's for some of you. If you know someone, okay, that has some form of addiction that is limiting them from maybe exploring their gifts, um because we all, as I said, we are all here on a double mission. We're here, we all have our life purpose. We are all unique. We all have our own path to tread. All right. So it's very important that we do whatever healing that is necessary in order for that to come about. And then you have the frog, which is also about transition. It says, this is a powerful time for change. You are being called to connect with the world of emotions and feminine energies. So that means going out in nature, because that's why they say Mother Nature. You may also need to engage in a process of cleansing, whether it's physical, emotional, spiritual, or energetic. Okay, and you can call on Archangel Metatron to help clear those energies, Zadkiel to help you let go of the past, and Michael to help you cut course of anything that no longer serves your higher purpose. All right. All right. So let's see what any motivational messages, okay, spirit have for us, okay, as we do our healing and going along life's journey. All right. For the spirit of the angels, spirit of what messages you have. Okay, so I'll go with the first one here. It says, playful. It says, I go about life playfully and take things lightly. I can turn any hard day or heavy burden into a fun adventure. Whilst why spend time upset when there is so much fun to be had? So again, not taking life too seriously. All right. Okay. Magic. It says there is magic and miracles all around me. Where others seem coincidence, I see evidence of life synchronicities. I love filling life with wonder and magic. It's way more fun that way. All right. So, as the angel said earlier, all right, seeing the miracles that's all around us, because, and appreciating life, giving gratitude as well for whatever we have in our life. Okay, because life itself is a blessing. And then you got unique lives. It says, I respect everyone's individual decisions and way of life. We are each on our own unique journeys, and my way isn't the only way. My job is not to change others, but to simply love them. Okay, so this backs what I said earlier. We are all unique. We are have our own path to tread. We have our own challenges in life. Okay, and we are on this earth on a double mission, okay, to heal ourselves, to heal our lineage, and also to bring about love, to help to raise the frequency and vibration on this planet Earth. And to close off this reading, okay, I'm going to be this is I've made up this deck, okay, and it's based on the book of Psalms. All right. If you never heard of most of Psalms, the verses was written by King David. He was a very victorious king, and he relied a lot. He had a lot of faith, hope, and he trusted the divine, and he was very victorious in whatever he did. And you can use the verses of Psalms for love, power, protection, for blessings, for prosperity. Okay. And if you don't have the Holy Bible, okay, because you can find Psalms in the Holy Bible. I'm not sure about the Quran and the Torah. This is also a very good book. It's called Power of the Psalms. It's by Anna Riva. So Again, please check the description box. Okay. And I'll put the name of this book in the description box, and I'm going to just select a few. Okay. All right. If in case you're not able to get this book, or you don't have the Holy Bible on hand, and see what verses, all right, the higher power, our ancestors, our spiritual team would like to read. Okay. Okay, what came out? Okay, so we got Psalm 57, which is about easing the loss of love and to gain mercy from the higher power, from God. All right. We've got Psalm 142. Ooh, okay. Right. It says release from prison, but okay, it doesn't have to be physical prison. Okay, it could be that maybe you are imprisoned in your head, or it could be somebody else. They might be having some form of mental conflict, and it says solace when in distress. So we got Psalm 142. All right. Then we got Psalm 125. Okay, you can use this verse for protection. It says shield from harm, and also to help to strengthen mental stability. Okay. And I'm just going to take a break from this one. Ooh, this one wanted to. Ooh, this one wanted to drop off from my hand. Okay, Psalm 39 for courage to confront any problem, and also to help peace, give you peace of mind. Okay, Psalm 39. You've got Psalm 74 to attract good fortune and to help when enemies plague you. Okay, and Psalm 108. Okay, so we've got to have a blessed home, to have success in business, and when you are a victim of ingratitude. Okay, so these are the ones. Okay, so these are the verses. Okay, so we've got Psalm 39, Psalm 1 to 5, Psalm 142, Psalm 57, Psalm 108, and Psalm 74. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Okay, this was a past life healing reading. Okay, and it's just to help us to clear any past life unwanted energies. Okay, that might be influencing or causing some form of blockage in our life today. Okay, and also to help us, okay, to bring about any changes, any things that need to do, maybe changes within ourselves, or to help others as well, and to help attract more blessings, more abundance, more love, more prosperity in our life. All right. And once again, I'd like to thank anyone who have taken the time to watch my readings, watch my spiritual enlightenment videos I have on my channel, um, who have supported my channel anyway. Thank you ever so much. Okay, and please don't forget to check the description box, because I'd like to recommend a few books, okay, which can help you as you go along your journey. All right. And there's some additional information there as well. Okay, and if you did enjoy this reading, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. Thank you for watching. Have a good week. See you next time, and goodbye.